Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Widener News. I'm your host, Samira Allen.
And I'm your co-host, Mitchell Mackesy.
Tonight at 7, the Student Government Association will be holding a general meeting at 7 p.m. in the University Center Web Room.
It's election season, and the Office of Civic Engagement is taking advantage of that to spread awareness for voter participation within the student body and Chester community. The office's political engagement coordinator is hosting events to educate students about this year's candidates, absentee ballots, and other important information.
One group of Widener students will soon be getting a financial boost. Starting in fall 2019, Widener will add 2 new scholarships for the international students. The scholarships will cover a minimum of 50% of the recipient's tuition. The scholarship recipients will be the 2 of over 150 international students in the next fall's class.
Widener will be inducting 6 former athletes and 1 team into the university's Athletics Hall of Fame. The inductees' careers spanned 5 different decades under both Widener University and its predecessor, Pennsylvania Military College. They'll be honored in a ceremony on October 12th at Springfield Country Club.
The Philadelphia Eagles took a hard loss in overtime on Sunday, losing to the Tennessee Titans 26-23. They will hope to redeem themselves next week against the Minnesota Vikings. Now here is Sunny with more sports updates.
Thanks, Samira. And yes, unfortunately, the Eagles' defensive woes cost them again on Sunday. Touchdown pass by Tennessee's Marcus Mariota in overtime clinched the victory for the Titans. In other Philly sports news, the Phillies wrapped up the regular season on a high note Sunday afternoon with a 3-1 victory over the NL East champion Atlanta Braves. They end the season 80-82, finishing 3rd place in the division. The team heads into the offseason with trade rumors surrounding many players, including second baseman Cesar Hernandez and outfielder Odubel Herrera. Penn State football lost perhaps one of their biggest games of the season in a heartbreaking 27-26 finale against Ohio State. A controversial 4th down play call by head coach James Franklin may have cost the Nittany Lions bragging rights in the Big Ten. They will have a chance to redeem themselves in conference play October 13th against Michigan State. In Widener sports news, field hockey pulled out a 3-2 overtime win Saturday over conference rival Alvernia. It was their 5th win of the season. Matty Radnoff contributed 2 goals in the first half for the Pride before Alvernia came back. 2 minutes into overtime, Gianna Perna found the back of the net to clinch the victory over the Golden Wolves. Field hockey hits the road for their next contest this Saturday at 6 against Stevenson. Widener women's soccer picked up their 3rd win of the season over Lebanon Valley on Saturday. Bella Abrams' goal in the 80th minute and Delaney Sabbath's 6 saves were keys in the 1-0 victory. The Pride returned to action at home tonight against Arcadia at 7 p.m. And the Widener football team scored a 27-21 victory over Lebanon Valley on Saturday as well to take home their 2nd win of the year. Quarterback Sean McGuckey threw for 223 yards and had 2 touchdowns, and running back Dante Harrell rushed for 89 yards and caught 4 passes for 41 yards. Widener will travel next Saturday to take on King's College at 1 p.m. That's all for this week's Widener Sports Update. I'm Sonny Fimple, and now back to more news with Samir and Mitch.
Thanks, Sonny. A 13-year-old girl in Missouri is making news for her work on the football field as well. Neva Spillman of North Kansas City is her school's football team's starting quarterback. Spillman has been playing since she was 4 years old and hopes her story can pave the way for other girls who want to play football. Now for an update on the weather, here's Kyra Jones.
Hello and welcome to this installment of Widener Weather. I'm Kyra Jones. October is here and it seems as though we can't escape for those summer-like temperatures. Today was a high of 80 degrees and partly cloudy. Wednesday and Thursday, the sun sticks around with temperatures in the lower 80s. The weekend is perfect for anything you have planned, so get out and have some fun. Friday is partly cloudy with a high of 74. Saturday, the sun goes away with temperatures in the lower 70s. And Sunday, it comes back with temperatures in the upper 70s. Well, that is all I have for you this week. Tune in next week to see if those fall-like temperatures will make an appearance. Now back to more news with Samira and Mitch.
Thanks, Kyra. Last week, both Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh and Christine Blasey Ford testified to the members of Congress. Ford has accused the judge of sexually assaulting her in her teens, a charge he has denied. The Senate Judiciary Committee confirmed Kavanaugh for Senate vote, but has postponed it until the FBI investigates the claims.
If you use Facebook, your information may be at risk. A feature on the social media site was recently exploited by online hackers, exposing info of over 50 million users. Over 90 million users were also forcibly logged out of their accounts. Facebook doesn't know if the affected accounts were misused or if any specific accounts were targeted.
Thanks again for tuning in to Widener News this week. I'm your host, Samira Allen.
And I'm your co-host, Mitchell Mackesy. We look forward to seeing you again next week.